Welcome to another highly questionable. What do you like on the show today, Bomani?
He's going to say the Turkish word Darusafaka.
Dale, papi.
Whose side are you on between Tricky Nicky and Jim Harbaugh?
Do I have to choose a side? Can't I just be happy that they're fighting with each other and then root for mutual destruction? Because this doesn't happen very often where someone has the personality to go after Nick Saban. They're arguing about satellite camps, and Nick Saban is saying, look, I'm trying to do what's best for college football. And Jim Harbaugh is going the extraordinary step of going to Twitter and calling it amazing that someone who's got a recruiting problem, who's got a scandal at Alabama, would do such a thing. You never see this, Bomani. And while I miss Steve Spurrier, I'm glad that there's someone who's out there willing to tweak like Steve Spurrier does.
Yeah, except he isn't quite like Steve Spurrier. Steve Spurrier was clever and funny. Jim Harbaugh just rocks with it. Like, that's all it is to it. There's no linguistic dexterity to what he is doing. He's just like, well, what about you? Yeah, right. Here's the thing about this, though. Is it possible that they're both right? All right, the satellite camps really do help players because they get exposed to more coaches as more people come in to see what's going on. On the other hand, Saban's point about who's running the camps, who's going to be at the camps, who are the people that you have to deal with there, who's going to regulate those sorts of things. That's a pretty good point, too, and not just trying to protect his self-interest, but also the players that are going to the camps. The real issue, though, both are really arguing for their own self-interest, or all their good points get washed away in the fact of, we know why you're here, guys.
Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah.
Fight.
That's how I feel.
Fight.
Yeah.
Fight, fight, fight,
yes.
fight,
Yes.
fight,
Yes.
fight,
Yes.
fight, fight, fight.
That's Harbaugh in an early knockout, unless Nick Saban gets something to stand on.
Do you believe that LeBron isn't paying attention to the oddmakers, making the Warriors the favorites?
Yes, the Warriors are the favorites in these NBA Finals. I'm pretty sure they were the favorites last year in the NBA Finals, too. And them being the favorites, kind of understandable, the whole 73 wins thing. Anyway, here's what LeBron says about it.
Do you feel like the Cavs are the underdog in the series?
Not my concern. I don't get involved in all that underdog, overdog, whatever the case may be. It's stupidity.
I have to say, that was a pretty delicate way of saying, wow, what an awful question.
Well, wait, you've got Las Vegas and the money telling you that they don't believe that LeBron James is going to win the championship. He is someone who has had the league wrestled away from him by Steph Curry, the adorable Steph Curry. He was an underdog when he won in Oklahoma City. A lot of people don't remember that. When they beat Oklahoma City, the Miami Heat of Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh were an underdog. But do I think he cares? It doesn't much matter at all.
I'll tell you what he does care about. That Steph guy. Like, you can put the odds on it no matter what it is. I used to be the man right here, and now this teenager is taking everything over. What's that about?
Well, I mean, that's he changed his position because last time he said something about being underdog. He says, I'm never an underdog.
Oh,
he said it right there in the press conference. Now, all of a sudden, he forgot what he said about, that's right. I'm never an underdog.
I'm never the underdog. He did say that.
This time he dismissed the whole concept.
And, now he knows he's the underdog, and he's like, I don't care about your bleeping underdog.
Should the Rams give two that Nick Foles is unhappy and skipping OTAs?
Man, I don't. I couldn't possibly care any less about this story. Nick Foles was made into a quarterback for 1 year by Chip Kelly, and I don't know whose stock has deteriorated more since then, Chip Kelly or Nick Foles. Wasn't he beaten by Case Keenum last year? Now they go and draft a Jared Goff and make him irrelevant, so no, they shouldn't care.
Hold on, can we stop and take a moment to appreciate the audacity of the two quarterbacks who were traded for each other last year and did not a damn thing for the squads they wound up with? Sam Bradford got drafted over and he's like, well, I'm not coming to workouts. This guy's got the nerve to do the same exact thing. Like, the only reason he's on the roster at all is because the Rams are dumb enough to guarantee $7 million for him this year. He has the nerve to throw a temper tantrum and isn't killed for it roundly?
Well, I like this strategy because if he goes to practice, they'll realize that he's so in that way, nobody knows anything.
Right, it's a secret. It's more of a secret.
They already know that. In fact, I think this is a win for everybody. He doesn't want to go. They really don't want him there.
Should Barry Bonds admitting that he was a and a straight stupid change people's perception of him?
Oh, is Barry Bonds about to go on this Ted Williams tour? You know, Ted Williams, when he was a player, was kind of roundly hated by all the people who covered him. By the time all was said and done, we loved Ted Williams as the great living baseball player. Well, Barry Bonds now seems to be softening a little bit. He's the batting coach for the Marlins, and he said that he acknowledges that he was stupid with the way he dealt with media and the way he treated people back in the day, and he said basically it got out of control. It was like a thing that started because of the expectations in Pittsburgh, and then he tried to soften and he thought that it would do no good. Maybe this is the beginning of helping him out with that. Or maybe if he couldn't fix it back then, what in the world makes you think he can fix it now?
This was from an interview with Terrence Moore, Sports on Earth, and you're not used to seeing Barry Bonds this way, vulnerable. He's usually publicly defiant, sticks his face in the buzzsaw, doesn't mind a fight, and this is something that comes with wisdom and perspective later in life. I thought the more interesting thing that was in there is he tried to be nice during his playing days. He went 0 for 21, and his teammates started putting pressure on him, saying, we want the old Barry back. We want the jerk back. This was something that Jim Leland thought about Barry Bonds, too, that he was better when he was fighting with everybody, that it made him more competitive, and it made him an ultra-superior athlete.
One thing, though, he says that this all started in Pittsburgh. Man, people hated Barry Bonds' guts at Arizona State.
How do you imagine LeBron feels finding out David Blatt is the new coach of Darüşşafaka?
Wow, he got it right. Darüşşafaka. It's a team in Turkey. Luke Herringody plays for them, by the way, and that's who David Blatt will be coaching this year. By the way, for $2 million. Bet you didn't know it paid that kind of money over there. How does LeBron feel about the fact that David Blatt's there? Long as he ain't coaching the Cavs, like LeBron's got to be looking at this, right? He's in the place he should be, over the ocean.
Yeah, in a different country, not anywhere near my huddle, not anywhere near these finals games. It is fairly amazing, though. Do we have any kind of precedent for this? The guy was in the finals last year with a totally broken team. He won 2 games, and now he can't coach in this country. That usually doesn't happen that way.
Well, I'm just glad to know that he's alive. You know, I had my doubts for a while there.
Okay, yes.
You know?
I have not heard his voice since he got
been
fired.
a while, yeah.
Should Russell Westbrook be more or less confident Kevin Durant is coming back after his boring press conference?
It was boring, but one of the things that Kevin Durant said is it's a huge decision and he needs time to decompress, which Bomani, while he's been a guy in the past who has said, I'm not interested in recruiting, I'm not that kind of guy, he just said today that he hasn't made up his mind. He hasn't made a decision yet. That can't make Westbrook feel very good.
Look, man, the level of confidence in whether or not Kevin Durant is going to come back is not going to come from any press conference. It has to come with simple mathematics. If the dude signs a 1-year deal, after that he can sign a 5-year deal where the last year pays $45.7 million. Russell Westbrook's contract expires at the end of 2017. The smartest play for Durant is to stay where he is for that 1 year. That's what Russ has got to have confidence in. What he says doesn't mean a thing.
Well, I have a team that he might go to that nobody's talking about. The Darüşşafaka.
Oh,
that's
there it is.
it.
Yes.
That's it.
That would be an upset, yes. I can't believe the biggest upset is that he said that name twice correctly.
Yeah, but Herringody's like, finally, I got some help over here.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, good God. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, no.
Time to play the game that has no integrity. Do you question?
I feel like you're judging me because I wear nice suits. You give us topics and events, we question them.
Do you question if Neymar is a world-class athlete?
All right, Neymar, Brazilian soccer star, he's in New York, and he was visiting the Mets, presumably because the Yankees were busy.
Oh, no.
Harder than it looks on TV, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Those 5 lows are clean. I got some 5 lows on myself.
Bomani, that is someone who doesn't use the upper body muscles for anything.
Not at all. That's why I'm focusing on the bright side. You see how Jumpman out he is right now. Okay.
Yes. Okay, there we go. That is the world-class part of his athleticism right there.
There we go. Although, being the cameraman right there, you had to have an incredible amount of faith in that young man's athleticism, right? Look how close he was to disaster.
I always marvel at the way guys from other sports go and try and swing a bat, how poorly they do it. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, Neymar.
Well, also, to be fair, if you're going to use as a test whether you can swing a bat to determine if you're a world-class athlete, that can't possibly mean all those baseball players are world-class athletes.
Hey, Neymar, I got a couple of pointers for you if you really want to become a good baseball hitter. You know, you got to go up there and you got to stand on your own 2 feet. You got to look like a guy that knows what he's doing. You got to get that bat, give it a firm grip, you know, and you got to go there. You got to look at that pitch, and you just go like that. You know, you just go like that. Say, come on, give me one. If you hang it, I'll bang it. Come on.
What?
That's right. And then you go, strike three. Strike three.
What?
Never mind the fact that he's facing the pitcher and standing like this. Like, what are you trying to do, hit it behind you?
Do you question if Robin Hayes deserved to lose his point?
All right, it's Haas, and he's playing against a Gonzalo Lama. Gonzalo, that's his name. Gonzalo's a grunter, and Haas doesn't like the grunting, and you're going to see or hear him mock the grunting of our beloved Gonzalo. Listen.
Loses the point for hindrance, by the way. Not allowed to hinder. Oh, they took a point away from him for that?
Just for that?
I didn't know he didn't put his all into it.
Come on. Wait a minute. How is that a loss of a point just because he did it one time to mock the other guy?
I thought he was going to do a lot more, by the way, when we found out he was going to mock him. Like, I thought it was going to be borderline profane. Like Donna Summer type stuff.
Yeah, I thought he was going to keep doing it. I wanted more of that. I could do with less of that. Okay, now much less of that. No, go, dear God. No, now it gets worse. No, I'm going to leave. I'm going to quit the show. Knock it off, you two.
Just like that.
Do you question if this stunt was a success?
I mean, they haven't taken us off the air yet, have they? Or are we talking about something else?
A different stunt.
Oh, no.
Oh, good God. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
It was a success for the guys laying on the ground, right? I can't speak so much with the dude on the bike. But, I mean, if you add them all up, it was a majority success.
Wow. I haven't seen anyone hit his face that hard since this kid.
Oh, let's see. What else we got? Oh. Oh, God. You know what's coming and still you win. Yeah, bang, that sound.
I wish they would have carried that out because there was that silence until somebody just can't help it themselves and just busts out laughing.
Can we hear the sound again of the side of the face hitting?
That's just horrid.
Hitting the tile floor. Listen closely here. Oh!
Where's the nurse? Like, I feel like the grown-ups aren't reacting fast enough right now.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Therein lies a piece of God. I always knew I was a prophet, but I couldn't find a decent job. Life made me ambidextrous, counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist. Damn, Daniel, FBI keep bringing them all white vans. Joining us at the beach today is Ray Mysterio.
Ray Mysterio, the wrestler. He's here on behalf of Lucha Underground. It airs Wednesdays on the El Rey Network. Let's talk to him. Ray, what can you tell us about your life in San Diego and Tijuana, your early years? What were they like?
Well, born and raised in San Diego. Back then, I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. And my parents, you know, back then immigration was very hard to obtain, so they sacrificed. They managed to cross the border and gave birth to myself. Ray Mysterio was born.
Do you remember the amount of your first wrestling check?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was 70 pesos. Pesos. maybe $3 at the time, $4.
Who's the wrestler that your wife worries about when you go out with him? That's the guy that's a little dangerous, a little reckless, drinks a little much, or too much fun?
At the time, it was actually a female wrestler, and she used to walk out with me in the ring. So she kind of feared her a little bit. I don't know why.
Hold on.
She's
I
just
was
female.
was that about the danger, of hanging out with her, or,
It was,
Well,
hold on. We just had a crew going on. We would walk out to the ring. So she would just make sure that after my match, she said, okay, you walked out with her to the ring. Just make sure you don't go out with her after your wrestling show. So, it was all fun, safe.
Ray, my father's got something for you. Go ahead, Papi.
Ray, can you teach me how to cut the promo of LeBron leaving Cleveland again for this summer?
Of course. Usted le va a decir, papi, you're going to tell him, LeBron James,
LeBron James,
you are not good
you
for
are
Cleveland.
not good for
You're
Cleveland.
just coming by,
You're just
stealing
coming by,
money, stealing money, and
stealing
walking
money,
away.
and walking away.
What happened?
You stay where you are.
No, what?
You stay where you are. No, I want you to, I want him to leave.
No.
You're terrible at this, and he's terrible at this. No!
Dan, you
Yes.
stay where you are because I'm going to 619 you
Oh!
back to Miami.
I'll send you back to Miami.
Come on, Dan.
give Ray Mysterio more credit.
Thank you,
Come on,
sir.
Dan.
Thank you, sir. My bad.
Gracias.
De nada, gracias, Bomani.
Thank you, man.
Gracias, señor. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Dan. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, Reinaldo, encantado.
Gracias, un placer, señor. Gracias.
I don't know if I can have my. Sí, vámonos. Yeah, sure.
Is he, hold on, but is he going to be able to
queda.
talk? Because it's right here on his mouth.
Sí, hey, bueno.
No puede, si se puede poner así de la piocha que enganche y luego para atrás.
There we go.
Ahí, pero no.
there you go.
Espérate.
Más abajo, más abajo.
I got you.
Okay. I got it now.
Bien.
With the glass.
Look at those eyebrows.
Time to play the game that has lost all self-control. See or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. It better not be The Bachelor.
In Tokyo, Korakuen Pro Wrestling.
I mean, this has to be good, right? If this made the show, what kind of ridiculousness is this? Let's see. This seems choreographed.
You don't say.
I don't think this is real.
Really? Oh,
Wait, why are they doing that? Wait,
pretty impressive athleticism.
what was it? Are they fighting? Are they dancing? Oh, here's.
Act like you never watched wrestling before.
No, but I mean. Oh, the double knockout. I'm not even gonna be ashamed of myself for this. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Stay in school, kids. That's all I'm telling you, man. Stay in school.
Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. I'm telling you something. This is a new type of wrestling. I never saw that type of wrestling before. You know, they're running around the ring. You know, they're just jumping all over the place. You know, they're getting on the ropes. They're getting off the ropes. You know, did you see that ref? The ref was also part of the action there. You know, I'm telling you something. That's something that is new in the industry now in the United States. That's a hell of a product.
It's in Japan, Bobby.
Oh, it's in Japan.
Yeah, I mean,
That
it
was
didn't matter.
coming.
He just was putting together a word salad of nothingness. It didn't matter what he said.
On Viceland, Vice World of Sports.
This has been beautiful. I've told you this. It's artistic. It's interesting to watch. Let's see what we've got here.
You're a perfectionist. You're a Zamboni. It's like you're a painter. You're trying to paint a perfect picture out here of no ruts. And some guys will come in for the first part of their day and, is there a perfect sheet out there for us? And I said, as good as I could get it today, boys. I call it a perfect sheet. There's no scratches, there's no grooves. It looks like a mirror. That's a perfect sheet. We take pride in having a perfect sheet here. That's probably what put us on the map here, is having pride in the perfect sheet. Yeah, the ice Nazi, they used to call me.
No way.
Yeah, I told them I'm not German.
Well, are you very strict
No, I'm very
with the
strict
ice?
here because otherwise they'll just get run down. And I don't take pride in crappy ice. I take pride in good ice.
I mean, swallowed by undulating waves of loneliness there. I'm profoundly sad, and I wasn't before that clip was played. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Oh, I'm not sad at all. I applaud anybody that can find a silver lining in an otherwise mundane job like that. Like, I think if most of America could find joy in their jobs like him, we'd all be much happier.
I'm still sad. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, but the pronunciation of that word is very important. The perfect sheet. The perfect sheet. The perfect
Yeah,
sheet.
sheet.
The perfect sheet.
Oh my God,
The
what just
perfect
happened
sheet.
there? What the hell just happened? Sheet. I got scared and broke my card.
He's really not intrigued.
Wow. Sheet. Perfect sheet. The show must go on. Sheet.
the show,
Sheet.
the show must go on.
Sheet.
Stop it.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Gracias, you mariana. Looks like Dan's going to be intrigued forever. He has no choice. He has to be intrigued now. He broke the no card.